Suddenly I've become a poet. People will think he's lost it. Maybe I have. Maybe I never had it to begin with. Look at the little troublemakers coming back home. Salvatore always runs first. They should have a fair race, shouldn't they? You stay here. Stay there. Wait, give some now. Come on, let's see who's gonna win. Oh my goodness. Oh. Leave the cat alone. The cat's up on my... Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. All excited now. Go on, get inside. No, leave the cat alone. Duke loves fighting, don't you? Stop it. Stop bullying. She's doing a pee. Leave her alone. Naughty. No. This is what I see when I wake up in the morning. This is me in the morning. Annabella's trying to hide. What are you doing out there, Annabella? What?
Close the window.
Why I have to close the window? Are you doing something secret?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll close the window then. I'll get up now. Yes, and you can go outside and play with her now, yeah? Do you want to go outside? Where's Annabella? Go and get Annabella, go on. What do you think she's doing, Betty? Oh, good morning, England. Good morning, Norwich. Sorry, good morning, Norfolk. I think the big freeze is upon us. Oh, how cold it is. Oh, car's all frozen, look at it. At least I woke up to see the sun this morning, so I'm quite happy about that. It's nice to see the sun. Because I've got a problem, or I've had a problem with insomnia for, must be at least 15 years. You know, that's why my eyes maybe are so black. You know, I've got panda eyes. But I find in the summer, you know, if I wake up earlier and I get some sun, they kind of go away. Maybe change of diet or whatever, something like that. And when I stay up, when I have periods when I stay up late at night, you know, the night owl that I am, they get much worse. So I don't know what it is, you know, less blood supply to that area, or connected to some organ in the body, or organs, I'm not sure. So, not getting enough sleep is bad. But the thing is, I do get enough sleep. It's just that I sleep late. So for example, I don't go to sleep at like, I don't know, 3 a.m. and wake up at 6 a.m. No, if I go to sleep at say 3 a.m., I'm gonna wake up at 12. You know, so my body recovers all the sleep. You know, it gets the sleep that it needs, but my circadian rhythm is a bit messed up. You know, I don't wake up with the sun. I wake up when the sun's going down. Well, you can almost say that because here in the northern hemisphere or in the UK, the sun is down. You know, you have sunset about 3:30 or 4 o'clock. You know, so when the kids come back, it's almost, the sun has almost gone down already. So you have to wake up earlier because you have less hours of sunlight. I'm not sure, maybe you have about 8 hours of sunlight in the winter, and in the summer at the peak you get maybe 16 hours or something like that. You know, don't quote me, as if you'd quote me anyway. Nice to wake up in the morning and get all that cold air into your lungs. Feels good. Even the mighty stinging nettle can't take this frost, this kind of cold. Look at them, they're dying. I've been having lots of phlegm in the morning, but also in the evening. And I don't know, I was thinking, where the hell does that come from? You know, all that phlegm, you know, mucus. Having to cough it all up. It's horrible, sorry, but you usually get that, you know, when the seasons change. You know, when you have, I don't know, your lungs react to the change in weather. You know, it either gets colder or gets warmer, and the system kind of reboots. But I think my problem is I've avoided taking my acid reflux medication until later on in the day, and that's not good, because if you have reflux or silent reflux during the day and you have many teas, as I do, as I have, I've stopped teas today, then the acid creeps up and it can go into your lungs, causing irritation or kind of aspiration I think it's called. Anyway, you kind of breathe in the acid and it irritates the maybe the mucous membranes of the lungs, and this creates mucus. I'm going to go on my rebounding machine now. So I'm going to make sure I take my acid reflux medication in the morning. Hi guys. It's freezing today, it's really cold. Apparently it's going to get really cold. It's going to get down to maybe -1, 0, or with the wind chill factor -1. So by the end of the week, within a few days time, it might actually be snowing. Even if it's not snowing, it'll be freezing. But I've noticed it because even inside the house, my nose is cold, my fingers are cold, and my toes are cold. And I've got my shoes on as well. We've got central heating on, but now is when I think we're going to realise how difficult it is to heat the house, because, you know, sure, it's easy to heat the house, but it's bloody expensive, really expensive. You know, last year the oil, was it kerosene, or anyway, the oil that we used, it cost us about £400 or £450 to heat up the house. We were using the Ahhh, and that's quite expensive. Within a month, it shot up to more than double, £950 or something, and that's when we said, no way, no way. So what we're gonna do is use the electricity, but you still have to use the oil for some things. My wife just purchased the oil, and it's gone up even more. So we're trying to ration, how much oil we use, for fuel. And so we just use it a little bit, maybe 1 or 2, 3 hours a day. But it's getting really, really cold. Like last year, we could use the Ahhh. It basically heats up the whole kitchen, and the pipes heat up the whole house. It's like having a fully functioning young heart. It pumps blood, and it brings heat everywhere and nutrients. And now to a heart that doesn't function, like the 120-year-old who's sick, has got heart problems or something like that. So basically, what I'm going to do is, because it's just too expensive, really expensive now. The news reports like months ago weren't lying. It is really expensive. And so what I'm going to do is buy a good few water bottles online from Amazon. And so use electricity to heat up the water, and in the night time, use the hot water bottles to heat up the bed. And important parts like feet. There's no one on the road. And I think it's going to become progressively more barren, worse, because people aren't going to be able to put fuel in their cars. It's too expensive. Yeah, anyway, so the cold is coming. So, oh, bloody dogs, they smashed a plant pot. I think it was the dogs, or maybe it was the cat, trying to run away from the dogs, and maybe hid behind the plant pot. My mum's plant, which I had for years in London, smashed on the floor, so I'm going to have to get a plant pot to replace that pot. It's a nice pot as well. I wanted to get some water bottles, but I'm going to the Waitrose, and the supermarkets are expensive, and I'm not sure if they have water bottles, so I'm just going to get them online. Probably cheap Chinese stuff. Everything's Chinese on Amazon. As long as they work, So by the end of the week, I don't know, I wear gloves. This has always happened. For me, it's worse if I wear gloves in the winter, because it's as if my hands actually get colder. I don't know how to explain it. Like when I don't wear gloves, blood can flow, and yeah, I feel really cold. But at least blood can flow, and they can warm up. If I put my hands in my pocket, I take them out. Blood is free, or chi or whatever, is free to circulate. But when you've got gloves on, it's like, okay, it keeps you warm for a while, but when that material gets cold, all your hands get cold, and they're stuck in the cold. Maybe I'm talking nonsense, but that's the way it used to feel like for me when I was wearing gloves when I was a kid. So I'm not sure about wearing gloves, unless they're gloves that are, insulated. What's this? Is there a fair or something? There's loads of people out today. Oh, that's nice to see. Nice to see fellow human beings. Bloody hell, it's packed. Oops, stuck in the middle of the road here. Do you wanna? Yes or no? You gonna go by? No. Okay. Yeah. So you've joined me on my journey to the Morrisons. I've arrived now. So what I'll do is I'll try and find a nice parking space. Usually it's easy to find a parking space. It's not so full. Oh wow, there are actually people going around trying to find a parking space. Seems like they're rare today. That's how many people are inside. Oh my goodness. That's strange because I never see that. I never come at these times. Okay, if I can't find a parking space, I'll go to Waitrose. There's always parking spaces there. People are parked in a parent and child place and they've got no children. There's no parking space anywhere. Hang on, someone must have come out. Let me go and have a look. Someone's just taken that place. Okay, forget about Morrison's. There's no way I'm driving around, and more cars are coming. Wow. Let me see if I can. I'll go to Morrison's and I'll go to Waitrose and have better luck there. Why is it so full? I've never seen it so full. Maybe people are stocking up for the cold. Yeah, maybe people are stocking up for the freeze in a few days' time. I've never seen it so full. All the leaves are falling down, as you can see. A few leaves there. All the leaves are on the floor. So you can see that winter's coming. I suppose that's a good thing, because I have to think about it this way. Winter's coming, and after winter will be spring and summer. So the way I see it is spring and summer is coming just after the winter. So it's a nice sunny day though today, so I'm going to take advantage of the sun and try to recalibrate my circadian rhythm, you know, the rhythm of day and night. So if you get enough sun during the day, especially within the first hour of waking up, if you just open your eyes and get some sun, then you're more likely to feel sleepy earlier on in the evening. That's something I haven't done, so today I've got enough sun. There's a nice sun there. No clouds at all. It's unbelievable. It's freezing, but actually no clouds. You know, I don't mind as long as, you know, I can see some sun. You know, it's really cold, and there's frost there, but at least there's some sun. Look at that. So sunny. You can see the frost there, but yeah. Anyway, wife's got the car and I've got nowhere to go. I can walk. Yeah, actually I'll take a walk, but the two dogs, I can't. I'll have to take one of them with me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to walk on my own. I'm fed up taking the dogs everywhere. Like, I feel sorry for them, but I've got no time for myself. Like, I never go out for a walk on my own. No. I have to fill up that time with, you know, their needs. Obviously, they need to go out for a walk. But no, today I'm going to go out on my own. Today I had beans on toast. I love beans on toast, but whether it's the tomato or the actual beans affecting my small intestine, which affects acid reflux, I don't know. But I've got terrible reflux, lots of acid coming up. Yeah, such a nice day today. Yeah, so as I was saying, I've got lots of reflux. The reason is because I had those beans on toast. I had beans on toast and a cup of tea. Now all these things are quite bad for me. Hey, that rhymes. Suddenly I've become a poet. So tea has tannins or caffeine, which relaxes the les, you know, the opening of the stomach, which is not good if you've got acid reflux. The beans, I think it's two problems with the beans. The fact that it's a bean, and the bean, if you've got a leaky gut or SIBO or histamine intolerance, you can't have beans because they affect your gut. And your gut then, if you have SIBO or problems with your gut, can affect upstream, you know, the lower esophageal sphincter maybe, and give you acid reflux. But also the baked beans have tomato. Tomato is not good. I'm not sure if it relaxes the les or increases acid. Yeah, it increases acid in the stomach. So although I took the acid suppressant medication, the PPI, the omeprazole, it takes time for it to have an effect. So I'm coughing, constantly coughing, because the acid comes up and it irritates my my throat. So I have to stop all those kind of foods, you know, foods that I really love. But I haven't had beans on toast for ages, so I thought I'd have it this morning, and now I realise why I haven't had it in a long time. You can imagine how cold it is by the redness of my nose and my hands. I can't even feel my fingers. It's really cold. So I was going to say, how do you heal from GERD or chronic acid reflux? I know what I should be doing, but I haven't done it. 1, lose weight. 2, avoid all acidic foods. Anything under 4 pH. Don't eat within 3 hours of going to sleep. Don't drink teas, coffees, or, you know, caffeine actually relaxes the les, or the lower esophageal sphincter, which, you know, makes it easier for food to reflux. Don't eat large meals, eat smaller meals, especially if you have a hiatal hernia, as I have. I think another part of the equation is fix a leaky gut, or fix the if you have a problem with the small intestine, then eat a diet that doesn't erode the small intestine or make it worse. Even things like going to bed early or going to bed late affects your les, lower esophageal sphincter. Because if you go to bed late, like 2 or 3 in the morning every night, and you have insomnia, I think it affects the amount of melatonin that's produced. Melatonin is important in shutting the les, closing the les. When melatonin is produced, it actually shuts down nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a compound that relaxes things, and I think when melatonin increases, then nitric oxide decreases, because you need to have the les shut at nighttime when you go to sleep, because you're in a prone position, or well, in my case, inclined position, but you're laying down, and so the body doesn't want acid to creep up the throat. So sleep is important, going to sleep early, and that's something I haven't done for years. So basically, all of these things, I haven't ticked off any of these things, so now I'm going to start ticking off all of these things and doing things properly. Stress also affects the amount of acid that's produced in the stomach. Stress and the vagal nerve or vagus nerve or vagal nerve tone from the brain affects your digestive system. So you need to relax and meditate and stuff like that. So, It's been 2 days now that in the morning we've had a clear sun. And this morning I woke up about 7:30. I got up and because my daughter rang me. She asked me to check if Mummy's actually left. Her mum's left to pick her up. So I went to check if the car was there. I came back and she wasn't on the phone, so I sent her a message. And I thought, let me lie down. I bloody fell asleep and it's 2:30 now. And see if that works. I might take a antihistamine before I go to bed and see if that works. Oh well, it's been about 10 minutes now, or 5 minutes, so I'm gonna go downstairs and face whatever. I was gonna say what life has prepared for me. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. It's difficult talking to the camera, and trying to say things that make sense, because most of the time what I say doesn't make sense. It's all bollocks, but I have to make it make sense, otherwise people will think, what the fuck is this person talking about? He's lost it. And maybe I have. Maybe I never had it to begin with.